Welcome to Mr. Joe's exclusive stories, where real emotions meet real lessons. Today's story is about betrayal, self-respect, and choosing peace when someone chooses chaos. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss stories that inspire, heal, and transform. Let's begin. I never thought a single bank notification could break my heart. Not a message, not an argument, not a confession, just a cold, sterile line of text from my bank app. The one thing in my life that had never lied to me. But let me start from the beginning. My girlfriend, Tessa, and I had been together for almost 3 years. 3 years of long nights. 3 years of sacrifices. 3 years of trying to build something stable, something beautiful. We weren't perfect, no couple is, but we had something that felt worth fighting for. We had a dream. A simple one. Greece. Blue water, white walls, sunsets that looked like the sky was being painted right in front of you. For almost a year, we saved every extra dollar we could scrape together. Sometimes we held back from eating out. Sometimes we skipped buying new clothes. Sometimes we canceled plans just to keep our little dream alive. And together, little by little, we built a fund big enough for something special. We deserved it. Or at least, I thought we did. It was a Wednesday afternoon. The slow kind where time drags like someone is pulling it through mud. I was at work, thinking about deadlines, when my phone buzzed. At first, I ignored it. Then it buzzed again. And again. My notifications lit up like a Christmas tree, followed by a final one from my bank app. I frowned, pulled out my phone, swiped down. There it was. A screenshot of a bank transfer. At first, I didn't understand. The name of the receiving account. I recognized it, but I couldn't place it. Then something clicked. The last name, the initial, the appalling familiarity of it. Her ex, a man she had sworn she had cut off, a man she said was history, a man she claimed she had blocked. I blinked twice, hoping I had misread it. She sent our entire vacation fund, every dollar we had spent nearly a year building. I stared at the amount again and again, feeling something inside me twist like a knife being slowly turned. Then, almost immediately, another message came in. From Tessa. Don't freak out. My ex got arrested. I lent him the money to bail him out. My brain stalled, like a car engine sputtering right before it dies. I reread the message. Then again. Each time, my heart thudded harder, heavier, like it was punching the inside of my chest. Don't freak out. As if that made the betrayal softer, cleaner, reasonable. I felt heat rise to my face. Not anger, not yet. Just shock, disbelief, a drowning sense of being blindsided. Not only had she talked to him, not only had she connected with him, not only had she broken every boundary we agreed on, she used our money, our dream, for him. Without telling me, without asking, without even thinking about what it would do to us. And there it was, a nauseating realization. I wasn't her priority. Our relationship wasn't her priority. Her ex, the man who walked out on her twice, still had more power over her decisions than I did. When Tessa came home that evening, she acted normal, not guilty, not nervous, not remorseful, just normal. She threw her bag on the couch, kicked off her shoes, and sighed. Long day, she said, stretching her arms. I didn't speak. I couldn't. She caught my expression. What? She asked. She glanced at my hands, still holding my phone. She recognized the screen, and instead of apologizing, she rolled her eyes. Rolled. Her eyes. Oh my God. Don't be dramatic, she scoffed. That was the moment anger finally arrived. Not wild anger. Not screaming anger. Just quiet, cold anger, the kind that changes a person. Tessa, I said, forcing my voice to stay even. You used our entire vacation fund. He needed help. She replied, shrugging. You're blowing this out of proportion. I'm blowing this out of proportion? I repeated, confused. He just needed someone, she continued. I'm sorry he didn't have anyone else. And why is that our problem? I asked. She crossed her arms. It's not a big deal. Our dream trip. Our savings. A year of sacrifices. Not a big deal. She looked away, annoyed, like I was the inconvenience in this situation. And that's when something inside me just shut off. A switch flipped. A curtain fell. A door closed. I didn't shout. Didn't argue. Didn't plead. I simply nodded. Okay. Her eyebrows lifted. Okay, what? You're right, I said quietly. It's not a big deal. And I meant it. Not because it wasn't a big deal, but because I suddenly realized something profound. I no longer wanted to fight for someone who didn't fight for me. That night, after she fell asleep, unaware of the storm she had caused, I sat on the couch with my laptop. I opened the bank app, found the transfer details, and I moved my half of the remaining savings into my personal account. She didn't notice. She never checked. The next morning, before the sun rose, I booked a flight to Greece. One ticket, my name only. Departure, in 3 days. I packed calmly, methodically, like a man preparing for freedom instead of a vacation. Around noon, Tessa walked into the bedroom. She saw the half-open suitcase, saw the clothes, saw the flight confirmation email on my screen. Her entire expression collapsed. What is this?" she stammered. I didn't look up. "Greece," I said simply. "Are you going without me?" she asked, disbelief cracking her voice. I zipped the suitcase shut. "Yes," she gasped. "Troy, come on. Be serious." "I am serious," I said. Her eyes filled with tears. "So you're just leaving?" "No," I replied calmly. "I'm going on the trip we saved for." "But just because I helped him." "You didn't help him," I cut in. "You chose him. That's not fair. It's reality." She reached for my arm, but I gently pulled away. "This trip was supposed to be for us," I said. "But you spent our dream on someone who already had his chance with you." She covered her face with her hands, sobbing. "I made a mistake." "No," I said, stepping toward the door. "You made a choice. And now, so am I." A few days later, I was standing on a balcony in Santorini. The wind was warm. The sea shimmered. The sky looked like it had been painted by angels. Everything was quiet. Everything was peaceful. I felt like I could breathe for the first time in years. Tessa sent me messages, paragraphs, apologies, blame, excuses, begging. I didn't respond, not out of spite, but because I finally understood something. Some people love chaos so much, they bring it everywhere they go. And I was done living inside someone else's storm. As I watched the sun paint the horizon gold, I felt something inside me shift. I realized that peace looked good on me, better than heartbreak, better than betrayal, better than trying to fix someone who didn't want to be fixed. And somewhere back home, Tessa was living with the consequences of her decisions, and with an ex who didn't bail her out of anything. Because that's the thing about people who romanticize their past. They forget why the past ended in the first place. She chose chaos. I chose calm. She chose him. I chose me. She destroyed the dream. I lived it anyway. When I returned home a week later, tanned from the sun and clear-headed from the quiet, my apartment felt different. Lighter, calmer, safer, like it was finally mine again. I unpacked my suitcase slowly, savoring the peace. And as I placed a tiny white and blue souvenir on my shelf, a reminder of Greece, a reminder of freedom, I whispered something to myself. Thank God she showed me who she was before Greece did. And that was the difference between us. Sometimes walking away is the most powerful thing you can do. If this story moved you, drop "I choose peace" in the comments and hit like and subscribe for more inspiring stories from Mr. Joe's exclusive stories. Until next time, stay wise, stay kind, and choose yourself.